I have to start this because I'm the one that controls you lot.
Exactly. As I'm saying, like, do the intro.
I don't do it on command, Wade.
I can't. You
Yasmin.
can't do it on command.
If you ask, I won't do it.
Got nice Spider-Verse reference, Dani.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So, we've just had another watch party. This is the second watch party, and we've finally gotten through Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we just watched the finale literally 10 minutes ago. So,
Mwah.
that's all you have to say. So we have, I don't think my pointing is going to be correctly, so I'm not going to point. So we have Dani.
Hi.
We have my fellow Blue-Mind Lou.
Hey.
We have Wade.
Hi.
Sound like a pterodactyl.
Didn't mean it.
This is what I have to put up with.
Didn't mean for it to come out that way. I apologize.
And then we have Thineth.
Yay, it's me. I'm back with John Walker. I found him. He's just here now. He's
Yeah,
with me.
because I don't know where to point, because literally on my screen it goes Dani, Lou, Wade, Thineth.
Oh, fuck.
Below me.
Yasmin's down here.
It's for me. It's
And there's
Dani.
I'm not even going to try
Oh,
pointing.
Thineth.
I'm not even going to try. I'm in the middle.
There's
Michigan's, Michigan's right there, apparently.
I'm not. I'm not.
Wait,
I'm not
There's
even sure.
Yasmin.
Michigan. We're getting the Michigan representation.
Who apparently is from Texas, according to Dani.
God, we've derailed instantly. Oh my god.
Yasmin's just.
What do you
face
expect?
Disappointed.
All right. Okay, Wade. I know you're continuing the simp counter, and that one does not count.
It does not.
But you need a facepalm counter for me just because of this fucking group.
I'll
I love you
figure
all
something.
dearly, but
Well, you'll know if I face palm because apparently I disappear.
okay. Right. So we're gonna go through Falcon and Winter Soldier and how we loved it. By the way, spoiler territory, guys.
Yeah.
So you have been warned. If you have not, and I repeat, if you have not seen a single episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier and don't know what the fuck is going on,
Yeah.
Stay away
Then
from
you
this episode.
Yeah,
yes,
If you haven't watched, we're going to be discussing every episode. If you haven't seen them all, 1, what are you doing with your
I
life?
have notes.
2, go do them now. 3, we love you.
We
Okay,
just
I'm gonna
verbally
give you
attacked
10
all of them.
seconds, and then everybody can change their backgrounds and do whatever they need to do to prepare for talking about this. So 10,
I've already
set.
done
I'm
mine.
set.
I Bucky.
I'm set for life.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change your backgrounds. What disaster am I in for,
God,
Wade?
that timing was. Oh God, Dani.
What the hell?
Jesus. Yeah.
Hey, maybe they're joining up with the John Walker back.
Yeah. John Walker
hold up.
Stan Club represent.
Wait, let me see if I have any
Wait.
better memes.
What? Oh no, not memes.
It's too late. It has been done already.
Yasmin, ban the memes.
No, it's cut out. Damn it.
Oh my God! I just saw Zero. It's just like.
Finding Z-
I need to see.
Wait, please tell me Zemo's face is in that image. If it's not, then that's.
Someone needs to have a gift
Sure.
of Dancing Zemo.
Oh my God.
Daddy,
I'm just-
pick one.
Fine, fine. All right.
Hey.
Most of my memes are memes. Most of my memes are vertical.
I
All
love how
right.
Wade just looks like he's an old man. Just like
Um,
where are the
I'm
Zoom
just looking
backgrounds?
at these backgrounds.
Well,
like I'm
because
trying-
I'm scrolling through my
And
downloads.
Lou is
on my
face
phone.
palming so hard that he's disappeared.
Where is it?
There we go.
Oh,
Where
there
is-
it is. It's called from up.
Yeah.
John Walker. That's my
What
US
the
agent.
fuck is that?
Aha! Guys.
Oh, Oh hell yeah, that's a good actually. I like that.
Fuck yeah, Wade.
That shot's so good. All right.
That's
I'm
an
gonna-
No, this
unironically
shot-
good Zoom background.
Okay, if you guys have ever played Arkham City, this is a
Danny,
Oh,
this is
wrong
an,
show.
more or less an exact replica of Batman carrying the Joker.
It kind of is
Wow.
actually, yeah.
No, seriously, it's literally the hero, Falcon or Batman, carrying the villain, the Joker or Carly,
Now we're
the
talking about
lifeless
DC.
body, walking
Wait.
towards the camera.
DC sucks.
Wait,
Oh
stand in
my
the middle.
God.
It looks like
Just
you've got
Does not
wings.
suck.
It looks like I have wings sprang from my neck.
Yep,
Like
that's
those deer
terrifying.
antler things.
He-
So anyway, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Thank you, Thineth. Thank you. At least I
Alright.
have a responsible child.
Fine, okay,
I'm an
fine.
adult.
Hey!
Lou, not at the moment.
Aw,
Oh boy.
So
I didn't
we'll
do
start with
anything.
episode 1. We'll go through it episode by episode like we did last time. So, episode 1. Who do I go to first on my little clock here? You know what? Let's get it out the way, Wade. As he
Chicken boy.
ate a piece of food.
Popcorn. Okay.
I'm gone.
I caught you, bitch.
Episode 1. All I remember, the only thing I remember from episode 1 was Sam giving up the shield and John Walker being Captain America. What else happens?
Bucky.
It was basically
Everything
setting
with
up their
Bucky.
lives, their separate lives.
The date with Bucky.
And Mrs. Nakajima.
I wanted Bucky to go on that date.
Yeah, they were so cute. That woman and him.
Yeah. In episode 1, we see Bucky going through therapy, trying to like come up with some sort of closure for the things he did as the Winter Soldier. And
Mhm.
the main one was one of his. What is the relation that guy had? Was he a neighbor, a friend, business partner?
He was the son. Well, he was the father.
No,
of-
like
He was
with
the
Bucky
father of
and
the
the
lad
guy.
he killed.
Yeah. What relation to Bucky
They
did
were
the
just
father
buddies.
have?
Nothing. They
They were
went. They,
friends.
no, they just went and found. Well,
Okay.
he obviously went and found him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bucky wanted to make it up to him. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
For making
acquaintances.
amends.
And then with up, he literally there's literally a shot of him opening. I think he opens the door, is about to tell him, then stops.
Yes.
I wonder what was on that letter then. If it
Yeah, he
wasn't
gave
his
him a
name.
That
piece
is
of
the
paper.
starting point. And in that moment, we know where Bucky is at. And being able to like watch his journey unfold the way they planned it out was perfect. With Sam, it literally starts with Sam giving the shield up because he doesn't believe to himself to be worthy. That's his starting point. Watching his journey, spoiler alert, again, is perfect in the way they draw that out.
okay. Well, I'm gonna stop you there.
Please do.
Yes.
And cut. Right, let's take it for the small.
Get so much of that.
Yeah. Okay. I will go to. I'll go to Lou next.
Okay.
Come on, you've been paying attention to the show. I know you have.
I have, but does it matter if I've never read the comics?
Not really.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I've never read the
Right.
comics.
Big
Falcon-
statement I'm about to make. I'm about to fucking make. It does not fucking matter if you've read the comics. If you are a fan and you watch the shows and it gets you into the comics, that's great. But you don't have to have read the comics to get into Winter Soldier because they're only loosely based off the stories,
Yeah.
but they have to match the story in the universe they created. So they will have changed it. They can't put a
Hmm.
direct comic book story into a TV series. Blah, 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 blah.
That's fair.
Plus,
Yeah.
the Falcon and Winter Soldier comics, having read them, they really have nothing to do with the show. Like, the villain in there was Madame Hydra. It wasn't really related
Anyway,
with
Sure,
the
back
show.
to, back
We'll
to
get
you,
to that
Lou. So
eventually.
please stop
Okay.
worrying about not reading the comics, please. Otherwise, I will come down to Southport. You know.
I know.
I'm joking. I won't punch you. I just hug you.
Okay.
Hug, dude.
I really enjoyed them. The first one was basically right. Okay, I
We're only
think
explaining the first one at the minute.
I think Sam didn't want to be Captain America because he thought everyone would hate him because of his race.
mean, that was part of it. Yeah, for sure.
That was definitely part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I don't think he wanted to do that. He didn't want to give it up. I know he didn't. He didn't want to give up that shield, especially when Cap gave it him.
But
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
But Bucky waking up from like having a nightmare and then having gone to therapy and all that.
Oh, PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health. What about it?
Feel sorry for him.
Mm.
But when he wasn't giving much info to the therapist, it was funny.
His
The
therapist,
therapist
was
was
such an
fighting
asshole.
back.
Oh,
It's the time for the therapist to fight back.
His therapist was so mean.
Oh yeah, his therapist.
She was like verbally abusing him.
Kind of had to be in a way just to get the answers out of
I
him.
don't know.
Yeah.
She called his existence sad.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
she
it
did breach his privacy by grabbing his phone, which is a
Yeah.
big no-no.
That was funny as fuck.
I didn't even know he had a phone. Superheroes don't usually have phones.
I'd imagine
Was it-
Bucky using a phone would be like my grandma using a phone. I don't
Oh, yeah,
think
look,
he'd
I
do
found
Was
that.
a
it-
meme.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Like, look, Sam, I found a meme. Oh god,
Was it-
imagine Bucky finds that gif of Steve going, I understood that reference on Twitter.
Oh no.
That would be pretty epic, guys. I'm just saying.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
Lou, we were getting Lou's response.
Sorry, Lou.
This is why it's hard to control you fucking lot. But bloody hell.
Was it the first
Sorry.
episode we found out that Bucky was seeing that guy that he killed the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
That's
must
all
have
in
been.
episode one.
He must have gone to see him
Mm-hmm.
and then become friends with him, just trying to redeem his mistakes, I guess.
Mm.
But that wasn't good enough until he says sorry.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. You really enjoyed the first episode. Okay. Thineth.
Hey. Right, first episode. I'm reading the plot on Wikipedia. Don't ask.
Really? Are you
Look,
serious right now?
I'm just getting a refresher. I'm getting a
You
refresher
can
course.
actually see it in your reflection of your glasses. Are you?
Please tell
God,
me
okay,
this
that's
face palm count is still going.
Okay, look. Okay, first episode. My favorite thing about it, because obviously this is Marvel's needed television, I guess, with the MCU. So it was exciting to see them.
MCU is
flesh
yes,
out.
but Marvel
Yeah,
television
well,
has
yeah.
been on for a while.
Well, yeah, but specifically the Disney Plus stuff. I love seeing how different this was from WandaVision. They really I love how they sort of fleshed out Sam and Bucky a lot, because one of my I don't know, it's kind of a gripe, but also kind of something you can't really change with the movies is that you can't really flesh the characters out. Bucky hasn't had good character development since I think the Winter Soldier, because in Civil War he doesn't really have much to say or do. He's mostly just kind of there for the ride. And then Infinity War he has a cameo, and then Endgame he has a cameo. So it's so I'm glad that we got to get some time to breathe with these characters. I'm glad that the first scene with Bucky was him waking up from a PTSD nightmare. Because that's very real. That's a very real scene, and it's heartbreaking. And then with Sam, really fleshing out his why he didn't really want to pick up the shield, even though Endgame left off and it was oh, he's gonna be Captain America. It's well, it's not that simple. It's not that simple for a black man to be Captain America. So yeah, I like that stuff. Also, shout out to my man Torres, because he's awesome.
Alright.
But yeah, also the action set piece was great. I love seeing the MCU action in a TV format. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
budget's there.
Dani.
Alright. I really liked the first episode again, because I feel with Disney Plus Marvel shows, they've been really delving into psychological problems a lot more, with Wanda obviously going through loss and depression and anxiety and stuff like that, and then Bucky having PTSD. So I like seeing it because it's very empowering to see the characters that you look up to so much struggling with similar stuff. So I feel like it's very important, especially during 2020 and 2021. So I really liked it. And then of course with Bucky's therapist being a complete bitch, that was funny. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have that much to comment on for episode 1. It kind of just blended in, I think.
Oh, we have to, so just real quick. Bucky and Leah, I think her name is. I shipped them so hard.
Yeah.
I shipped them so hard.
I forgot
He
to say
deserved
something.
that day. He really deserved that day.
Never mind, I relinquished my sentence. They're so cute. I love them so much. She's so chill. I love her.
Yeah.
All right.
My input, because basically we finally got a lot more about Sam, because that was the only person we hadn't really had much on in the backstory realm, except for he used to fly a lot of missions.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't get anything about, okay, so do you have a family? Do you have this? Do you have that?
Yes. Sarah and everything, yeah.
Yeah, because we finally got Sarah, we finally got the nephews. He's big family man. He's a big family man.
Oh yeah.
Which is good, especially good to see in the MCU and all that. Also, this was where we met Isaiah. No, we met Isaiah too.
That's episode 2.
Okay, I got my episodes confused for a second, but it was the Flag Smashers that we kind of met, because Torres was tracking them.
Mm-hmm. And then got battered to a pulp.
And got battered. Yeah, but I think it's a good setup episode, definitely, for those two with their journeys, because they're two people that definitely have a weird kind of friendship and come together in a way. Which brings us to episode 2.
Here we go. It's my play.
With meeting Isaiah, because we finally got to meet Isaiah.
Meeting John.
The biggest kept secret. John fully establishing himself as Captain America, and just Bucky and Sam just shitting on him.
Yeah, that was the best part.
Plus, that was the funniest part of that episode, was the therapy session. You want to get in there real close? Yeah, I want to get in there real close. Come on. Oh, your thigh's touching my thigh.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I forgot about that.
You guys having a staring contest?
Oh, he's gonna enjoy this.
Sweet Jesus, one of you blink. I love that scene so much. And Captain America is so annoying. Oh, John Walker. Let's go to the John Walker Stan fan club.
Oh
Oh,
no.
hell yeah. It's me. Number 1,
Yes.
the only member of the
Go on,
John Walker
Thineth.
Stan Club.
Definitely the only member for a good
This is
reason.
going to make me look like the worst person in the world. Okay, I don't love John Walker. I'm just gonna make that clear. I don't love John Walker. He's a complicated character.
That
we'll
disagrees
get
with what you were saying like 20 minutes ago.
You have no proof. But anyway, so John Walker shows up. Okay, so here's the thing. Look, John Walker, he's not an absolute villain, which I really like. He's a very human character. Like I liked the first scene in this episode, after obviously his first appearance at the end of the last episode, is that he's struggling to deal with actually becoming Captain America, right? Like he's in the locker room, trying to talk himself up because he's a man suffering from PTSD. He's got a lot of shit to work through, and suddenly the US government gives him the shield and it's like, hey, become Captain America. That's a lot of pressure for anybody, especially this guy. So like I like the first scenes we get with him to humanize him, because they could have gone, they could have easily just gone straight to the comic version where he's just a psychopath, he's just a murderer, he has no remorse or anything, but they didn't. They were a lot smarter about it. So I really like the sort of build up to his character. I thought it was great, and they fleshed out more over the next few episodes. But
Yeah, especially
other stuff,
his wife and his best friend being by his side.
Oh yeah, I mean that was
Good
some real great
morning.
stuff.
Good morning. You practicing your voice?
But yeah, so yeah, that's John Walker for me. But like in terms of other stuff in this episode, I mean, okay, so this was like the flag smasher. So there was an action set piece on the highway in Germany. Yeah, it was good. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
the set piece on the
enjoyed it.
highway, especially as they set it up because they knew they were coming. So it's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, let's
that the-
beat them.
Was that the one where Bucky's literally holding on by his hand?
And
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
Truck.
shit!
You got your ass kicked by a little girl, and then Bucky just screams. That's great.
Because he thought it was a hostage, and then the hostage went.
Oh yeah.
And it was
then-
Carly.
Aye.
It was
yeah,
Carly.
What a
Yep.
great subversion. Yeah, I like that. But then also we got the Isaiah Bradley scene, which I mean, I knew going into the show they were going to do Isaiah Bradley, so I was really looking forward to this because that's a big character and that's like a really sort of important thematic, element of the show. But man, they crushed it. Like, I mean, as much as I do think that Wyatt Russell's performance as John Walker is my favorite performance in the show. I got to shout out Carl Lumbly as Isaiah Bradley because he delivered, man. Like he, like without like giving much away in the second episode, they really set up a lot of stuff with his character, and it was heartbreaking. Like seeing that, how much pain that the U.S. government, caused that man. But yeah, it was just incredible.
Since
just
the
seeing
blip.
Yeah, and the rage in Isaiah Bradley's eyes, it's just, it's so good. And yeah, obviously I have to also shout out my boy Zemo because I'm a massive simp for Zemo at the end. Because holy
A
shit,
little bit
I
at the
was-
end.
I
We
was
gotta
so
go talk
happy.
to Zemo.
The
I was
fucking
like,
opera
yes.
music playing.
I know, it was so dramatic. I loved it.
Zemo is dramatic. Dani,
Yes.
over to you.
I'm gonna start with John Walker. I mean, they toned it as much of a psychopath as he is in the show. They toned it way down from the comics. Like having read the U.S. Agent comics, he is an actual mass murderer. Here, wait, I have example A. He kept kids.
Is it going to be the child
I
basement?
swear to
Yeah.
God. I swear to God.
God
Kept
damn
kids
it.
in his
Oh,
basement in the
Jesus
comics.
fuck.
For fuck's sake.
Children in his basement in the comics.
Just
So-
for the listeners at home, every time Dani discovers something in the comics, she posts it everywhere. Unless it's all out.
Literally.
Had kids in his basement. I feel like with the end of episode 1, everyone immediately just fucking hated him like so much. Like people were literally just hated him. They were bullying him on Twitter.
But there were death threats. It was
Yeah,
bad.
which was not okay. That was kind of like a Last of Us 2 situation, which is literally just threatening the actors, but okay, whatever. So I feel like by humanizing him in like the start of episode 2, that was a good move because it actually made you kind of sympathize for him, but not really. But it humanized him. And then, of course, Zemo just being iconic. And then Sam getting pulled over was a very important discussion and a very important light that I think they needed to mention.
That
And-
was a toughie.
Yeah, I mean, speaking as someone who lives in America and isn't like the standard like white straight male female like person, I feel like that's a very important discussion that needs to be had. And the show in general just shines such a light on how
It shines a light on a lot of tough subjects.
it's
Because the realm of Captain America, I think I have to say it, the realm of Captain America is very political.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Captain
Very
America's
political.
political, Doctor Strange is magical with a bit of Wanda in there. And then you've got technology with Stark, Asgard and gods with Thor, and Loki as well. And then you've got space with the Guardians and Captain Marvel.
Yeah. I feel like by immediately casting Steve Rogers as white, blue eyes, blonde hair, it was very, like, they definitely show, and then casting John as the same thing. It was definitely an important, like, light on how the judgment of American society is of just expecting such high standards from everyone. Because if the color of your skin's different, if your sexuality is different, if your gender is non-binary or not your original gender, then people just immediately judge you. Talking as somebody who goes through American school and wears like pride stuff, I'd get looks in the hallway. People just judge you immediately. So I think it's a very good discussion that they had by shining a light on that. I don't know.
Dani, it's weird that just like it's good to have a light shine on it, but I didn't like. It's weird hearing it from you because I never hear it from you that much, to be honest. Anyway, I'll move on to Lou.
No.
Yes.
I don't know what I can say about that one though. That's already been said.
Well, say your side of it.
Okay. I
Speak,
think.
speak to me, Lou. Speak to
I'm trying to think.
You want just go to wait and come back to you while you
Yes,
think?
please.
Hi.
Was it this episode or episode 3 where Sam and Bucky were at the airport?
That was
That's
Oh,
this one.
that was episode 2. Shit, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Okay, so I can
I
make the
love
comment. Just before we get into my thing, rewinding back about how you were talking about how like this is this. It's just like Sam said, androids, aliens, and wizards.
Big 3.
The big 3.
The big
Doctor
3.
Strange is not a wizard. He's a sorcerer.
A
Do I
sorcerer-
have to stalk you
wizard
A
too?
without a
sorcerer
hat.
is just a wizard
The
without a
wizard
hat.
without a hat.
Oh no.
Which I could tell you,
I'm offended.
technical. Okay, it depends on what like type of thing you're going with. I like to think Strange is a sorcerer, or sorry, is a wizard because he studies and has to study and practice it.
I looked up the definition of a sorcerer: a person who claims or is believed to have magic powers. A wizard.
Ha!
Mic drop. Sorcerers
Yeah.
are wizards.
But yeah, in episode 2, they kind of introduced the frenemy dynamic in the two of them. Like they're able to
Continue.
work together.
Oh my
But
god, is that a
begrudgingly?
spider plushie?
You have a spider plushie? Oh god.
That's
I
so
have all
nerdy.
this shit.
All my stuffs are posters. I don't have any
Yeah.
plushies.
I
Because
have a golden
like just
string.
now,
Anyway, back to the episode.
Here, I have a Captain America.
back to the episode.
Yasmin's
Yeah.
just flaunting all of her merch.
No, I'm hooking Captain America back.
But yeah, like I know a lot of people didn't really like, and especially in episodes 2 and 3, that kind of way that the dynamic between Sam and Bucky was written. I did because one, it was already established that they kind of didn't really like each other that much, through previous
we
MCU
knew that.
films.
You could have done that earlier. I hate you.
Yeah, and also, kind of, I think it was Thineth who said this. They had, up until now, Sam and Bucky hadn't been given much time in the spotlight. Now that they are, there's obviously going to be bits of character development and personality traits that we haven't been shown yet that are going to come out now.
Yeah, for sure.
It's-
I mean,
And I love the way that they took it and you kind of start to see those come
Yeah.
out this episode.
Lou, have you got something for me?
I love all the action.
that's fair.
Sam
That's
and Bucky
great.
got their asses kicked.
Yeah, I know, but that was funny.
Especially
Don't want to
just
show
like, so there's no plan.
You just
jumped
got
out
your
of an
ass
airplane.
kicked by a little girl.
And then he's just like, "Dah!"
I got all of that on video.
Oh yeah, and then John
No,
Walker
no.
shows up and shoots a man. It's like, well done, John.
And who are you? Battlestar? Okay.
Yeah.
Stop the car!
Such a dumb name.
God.
Rip Lamar.
Yeah.
Olamar.
I
the
don't
car.
like those names.
Yeah.
Olamar.
Oh,
You needed a better name than that.
Yeah. I mean, it was his name in the comics. They need to come up with a new one.
Nah, they
I just
needed
love
a
how he
new one
has
for
it on his
that.
chest, like battles.
Yeah, he
This is
has
great.
like, what was Hoskin on his chest?
Oh yeah, Hoskins. Yes, that's right. Yeah, He
Hoskins.
just has it on his chest.
Well, it's like an FBI thing.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've gone through episode 2. So, episode 3. Drip on.
Oh,
Is this
yeah.
when Zemo showed up? That was, right?
Yep, this is a Zima show.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
then it's gonna go on a rant for this one.
tell me you have a GIF or a picture of it.
Do
Oh,
not
Jesus.
actually. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't
no.
actually know how to
Oh,
get
please
gifts.
no.
Hang on, don't. Someone else.
You
talk
have to
about
do
gifts.
MP3 files. That's where I got striking range just by seeing background.
No, don't
Killed
do it.
Anyway,
Don't
while we're
do
waiting for
it.
Thineth to find the photo,
Why are you taking over, Wade?
because
Oh shit! Is
I
there
know
a power
you like
dynamic
it.
shift?
I know you. I'm not taking over. I'm just trying to assist.
I don't need your assistance.
Very well.
To be
Anyway.
honest, this is now going to turn into me and Wade fighting.
I knew
Right.
she was.
But I know
So
I'll
she is a
win.
relation.
And it's just
Shit,
looking
okay.
for a background.
So I found a great one.
You know the one, Thineth. You know the one.
Okay,
I
well,
found a
I
great
didn't
one.
know that anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, when I go on.
Right, I'm going to try and start with
No.
Dani first.
Oh,
Wait.
Jesus.
I'm struggling to get my Zemo background. Oh, it's not working. Alright, whatever. Episode 3 had Zemo and the prison break. And then that meme again. I don't know if it's intentional, but do you know what I'm talking
hate
about?
memes.
The meme where
I
one
hate
of the
memes.
characters points at another one while angry.
Oh yes.
They did it in
WandaVision.
Endgame. They did it in
WandaVision.
WandaVision. Yeah, with Monica.
It's a cat meme. Yeah, the cat meme. Oh, it's so good.
I have that somewhere on my computer. Anyway,
If
so
I-
they
if I
did that
may.
again. Yeah.
No.
Memes need to burn and die.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so
Lou,
they had
memes,
Zemo.
memes are the way the world works.
They build
Great.
up the world.
No wonder it's all shit.
Currency
Lou's
now because of
simping for memes
Bitcoin and
over
stuff.
here.
But anyway.
I'm not simping for memes.
Dogecoin, Thineth.
You behave right now.
I behave. Hi.
This is where I have to be like substitute teacher or like mother mode of just like you behave, and you behave.
Okay,
So Dani, episode 3.
what happened episode? They all blend together when I try to remember it. Episode 3, was that
It's a measurable one.
Ad
is
report.
that Sam going back to Isaiah? Or is
No.
that episode 4? That was episode
That's-
4. Oh yeah! Okay, I kind of remember episode 3 now. Alright. Obviously Zemo coming back was great because he's just the best character in the MCU. And I think Thineth can back me on that one probably.
I'm a
Especially as he
massive
finally
fan.
got his Baron title.
Yeah. And then of course Zemo's just Butler, just literally
Oh
killing
yeah,
people.
Nick
Yeah.
King.
I just ordered my Zemo Funko Pop. It didn't come in time. But I'm a simp for Zemo. Lou's face drops whenever I say simp. Okay. And then obviously being on the plane and Zemo is just loaded the entire time.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then the birth of more memes, which with Sam going, he's out of place, but he's right. That was a big meme on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
All I can think about when we're recounting the episode is just the memes
Oh,
I
the
saw
memes.
on Twitter. The memes. But yeah, that's all I can think about.
All right. So, Wade, what have you got to say?
Zemo dance.
That's what I was gonna say, Dani. You missed it. That's like the best meme.
Oh yeah, I forgot. These all blend together. I can't remember.
I
The
memorized the whole
Zemo
thing.
cut.
Um,
The Zemo cut.
But this was where we met, if I'm correct, what the guy who made this new serum, right?
Hmm.
What was that for?
Nagel.
Yeah.
That was this episode? Okay. I find it a little far-fetched that a guy who looked to be early or late 20s at the oldest was able to recreate the serum.
In studies. But
Is that how old he was?
I
He
don't
seemed
know.
to be really young.
He did look quite young. I think he was like 25, 26 probably. Like late 20s.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
I'd say he's older.
Wait.
And,
You look like a teenager.
He's
I
34
know,
years
but
old.
think about it. I look like a teenager. I'm
God dang
32.
it.
The guy's 34 years old, by the way. I think.
He in
Thank
the
you.
I was right.
Anyway, Wade,
yeah.
say your piece.
Sorry.
We're so quiet for like 5 straight
No, but
seconds.
like, again, the Magic Pro episode, we finally got to see Sharon Carter again since we hadn't seen her, and we hadn't even heard the mention of her since Civil War.
Yep.
Um,
A good few years.
I love how I can't remember if it happened in the next episode or in this episode. I think it was this one where she basically just anytime she gets into a conversation with Sam and Bucky, she makes Sam and Bucky look like idiots, but in the like kind of
What's sarcasm does to
friendly
you?
in the kind of friendly comedic way.
Yeah.
And the way they pull it off, I love. What they do with Zemo, because as we know, Zemo killed what's his face, the super serum guy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You straight
The
up
Defense
shot
Serum.
him.
It goes to show that Zemo, I don't feel like Zemo is an inherently evil person. He just has a certain goal and is willing to use evil means to get them.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I feel safe saying that I need a name for this guy.
The scientist.
Yeah, the scientist. We'll call him the scientist.
His
Um,
name is Nagel.
Nate,
Dr. William.
God,
Nagel.
that's such a
Oh
terrible.
Dr.
yeah,
Nagel.
Wilfred Nagel.
Dr. Nagel, is not a good person. Definitely not a good person.
Delusional.
And
mofo.
whether or not he deserved death is a philosophical conversation that we can have later, but I don't think Zemo was in the wrong for killing that guy. I think he was in the wrong because there was still more information they could have gotten out of him.
Yeah.
But somehow something about that whole scene with Zemo killing the Thing and him having nothing really yet to Sam or Bucky proved that Zemo's not a bad guy. He's just willing to do bad things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thineth.
Oh, hang on. I was gonna do this. Hopefully that works. There we go. Double Zemo. As if one Zemo wasn't bad.
I actually like that one.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Hang on. Is he there as well? No, he's not.
I'm trying to get the gift.
I'm so happy I got two of them. Anyway, this episode, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Obviously, the moment Zemo shows, I'm all in because I love that character. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite MCU villains. Because he actually beat the Avengers. But yeah, this episode, I love seeing Metropole. I thought it was wonderful. Just aesthetically,
Madripoor is a hell of a setting.
yeah, it was dope. I mean, just like the aesthetic of like the cyberpunk kind of, crimey, seedy organization, or like city, whatever. Rather, like it was just wonderful. But yeah, one of the things that we didn't talk about was the action in this episode. I thought was freaking incredible. Like the episode was directed by the guy who made John Wick, Derek Kolstad, or it was written by it. And it shows because holy shit, the action in this episode was brutal. Like the whole fight scene with Sharon, where she's like, throwing knives into people and like, shooting people point blank range. I was like, God damn, this is great. But yeah, I really enjoyed all of that. Also the reveal at the end with Io showing up, the Dora Milaje, like that was a really cool a twist I wasn't expecting at all. But I do want to sort of talk about something else that I find kind of fascinating, which is a potential missing subplot in the show that they had to write out. Because I feel like episode 2 gave me hints of this, but I feel like episode 3 is when I really started to pick up on it. Because there's like this weird moment, I think, when Carly is, she's in the camp and she's playing football with the kids. And then suddenly you hear Dovich, the Australian flag smasher, played by Chance's friend. He says something to her, but he's not on camera, he's off camera. And in the moment, when I watched the episode for the first time, I was like, that's kind of weird. Because like, wouldn't you have him in the scene? And the whole time she's walking up the stairs to go see Donya Madani, because she's dying. The whole time she's going up there, you hear his voice, but you don't see him. And I was like, this is a very weird editing choice. But the more that I thought about it, and the more that people have sort of theorized online, people think that there's a missing subplot in the show that they had to write out because of COVID and stuff, where apparently there was going to be a virus in the show or some kind of sort of pandemic, and they rewrote it so to get rid of it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
That would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
God.
too soon.
Oh yeah, well, because like you know, whenever you get, it happens a lot during the show, but there are plenty of scenes where characters talk, but you don't see them talk. And sure, in like, you know, normal sort of TVs and movies, you know, you get scenes where characters are talking and you get reaction shots and things like that. But what's interesting about this, and it's something that I've seen a lot, you know, I've seen it in like one very sort of specific example on Disney Plus, but I think it's ADR, because the way it's like they did ADR like, you know, during COVID reshoots and stuff, and I imagine they had to sort of rewrite things to shift the show more into a direction of making the flag smashes less of a sort of pandemic related threat and more of like a, I don't know, GRC resources type thing. Because like in last year, Disney Plus released Artemis Fowl, which was an awful movie.
I
Release
still haven't
what?
seen that.
Don't watch
Yeah.
Artemis Fowl.
Released what?
Artemis Fowl. Don't watch it.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, so but in that movie, one of the weird things about it, because it was in development hell for so long. Sorry, I'm ranting about this, by the way, but I find it so interesting. But
Long
in
as
that,
it
in that
stays
movie,
on brand.
okay, I will, I promise. But one of the things that they did with that movie was, because it was in development hell for so long, they like introduced a really weird plot element to keep it going. But because there's like this object that the characters have to find in that movie, but they never see it. You just hear characters refer to it through dialogue, but it's clearly ADR'd. And I think that's what happened with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where they had to just like rewrite the storyline, and they just completely edited the show around it. Because in a scene in Magical with Nagel, he even says like there's a scene where he says that Donya Madani died of tuberculosis, but when you hear him say that, he's not on camera. So I think she died of some sort of like bioweapon or something, and that's what happened instead. But you know, then they had to just kind of reduce the flag smashers role, and like that's why I think the weak elements of the show are there, because of like the flag smashers and Sharon and all that kind of stuff, because they had to rewrite that stuff. But yeah, I just find it interesting.
Yeah. Lou, what you got?
Well, I've just found out that Sharon is fucking related to Peggy Carter, but okay.
Her name's Sharon Carter.
You didn't know that? They literally say it.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Steve was dating his nephew, technically.
Lou, Civil War, you've watched it, yeah?
Yeah, years ago.
It was revealed in that.
Years ago. I need to
she's
watch
Peggy's
it
nephew,
again.
or niece.
Lou, I will
Doesn't that
drill
mean-
all of this information into your head.
Wait.
You know I've got a brain like a sieve. I
Wait.
told you this.
Where's the
When-
sieve?
Not with me right now.
Okay, wait. When Steve went back in time and he went to go
You don't
live
need
with...
to tell me.
Yeah, I know.
feel
No.
bad
I'm just pointing
already.
this out. When Steve went back in time and he went to go live with Peggy, technically in that universe, when Sharon was born, he
Yes.
had kissed that. He had kissed her in that universe already
It's-
in the future.
Danny,
No,
stop.
no, he had not, because
It's
changing
creepy
your
either
past,
way, Wade.
no, changing your past doesn't change your future. It was a different Sharon
No, okay.
Carter.
We're not. Oh god, we're not debating time travel in this. I
Alright,
don't
whatever.
have the-
It's
I
a
said
weird.
we don't have to
Steve's
because we've already
creepy.
established it. It was not the same
It's
Sharon
not.
Carter.
It was weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
Wait.
it was a weird moment though.
Danny. Shh. Lou.
Hi. I'm sorry.
Continue.
It was rather interesting that that guy made 20 vials of serum, but I don't know. It's really weird that they started remaking it again. And I think instead of the tuberculosis that he said somebody died of, I think it was the serum that maybe killed him.
I disagree, but It's possible, but because we will never know like what really happened with that storyline. But yeah, unless they talk about it, which I really want to. But yeah.
Anything else, Lou?
Not really.
Well, I'm gonna go now.
You're all like, you're all saying it. I don't want to repeat you all. Do you know
You're
what I
not
mean?
repeating. You're not repeating. We don't care. We talk about the show and what we love about the show, even if it means repeating something and bringing up a different point.
That's true.
Yeah. But I'm going to bring up something that none of y'all have brought up, which is the funny dialogue of when they were fighting with all the little storage thingies. And basically, the arguments between Bucky and Sam. It's in every action movie. You go left. And
I love
of course, Zemo's car, and Sam knows how it feels to be Bucky because Bucky gets his revenge of, you're not going to move your seat up, are you? No.
Yeah, that was a great little payoff. I really like that. Yeah.
It's his life. And plus, this was when we got the peak of Io.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that was more episode 4, but yes.
It was the end. No, it was the end of episode 3. She came and appeared.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, here's the White Wolf. And there's Io. Okay, now moving on to episode 4. Lou, will let you go first because...
For fuck's sake.
If you don't want to repeat what anybody says, then say it.
No, I know. I'm just trying to remember what happened now. Fuck.
Love ya.
I know you do. Oh, I know which one this was now. Okay. Yep. He is fucked. John Walker. Nah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
this was this episode.
Never. He will never, ever be Captain America. Not by doing that.
Captain
Basically, yeah, I don't think they decapitated him.
Yeah, I think
I think they did.
I don't. I think it was his chest.
And it looked pretty high up though when the camera was on John.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have been here.
It was pretty high up. His hands were there, so the blood could definitely drip from the shield over his hands. So I definitely think it's definitely head.
Given how much blood
either way,
was,
terrible.
I don't think it was localized to any place. I think John was just going feral.
Yeah, he just went feral.
He's going rabid.
We just went. Because obviously, that was when Lamar died?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which obviously it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, no, Carly didn't kill anyone.
She didn't. I don't think she meant to do that.
Yeah.
I think she underestimated her strength in that moment.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that was one of the things
big intense
that stood out, that he was not meant to be Captain America.
Yeah.
And especially when we figured out he took the serum.
Oh, yeah.
Just to be like Steve, basically.
That whole speech with him and Lamar before Lamar died was so good.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lamar. What I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna be right back real quick, but I'm gonna let Thineth has his say and go, because I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
So, let's talk about John Walker.
Jesus.
I didn't even know this until you moved.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, I had that prepped. But yeah, dude, oh my God, what a shot! Like, come on, that's such a beautiful shot.
Good.
I mean, it's horrifying, but yeah, easily my favorite shot. I think of the entire show potentially, but oh my God, it was so good. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, John Walker, he did some really fucked up shit. But going off of like what I was talking about in episode 2, I think, I just love how they fleshed him out. Like all like the little beats that Wyatt Russell did to like really sell me on John Walker, because like you know, it's not just him like snapping and becoming a psychopath and just like killing people. Like, you know, it's all like the little things, right? Like it's like the, you know, the forehead touches, like he has a migraine, or the fact that like he's constantly like twitching and he's getting like agitated and impatient and stuff like that. Like all the little acting choices White Russell makes is so impressive to me. And it really like sells you on the snap, because like this is a dude that's suffering from PTSD. He's suffering from like, you know, things that he had to do in the military, but and how, you know, and how like that impacted him in becoming Captain America. And that's why he snaps, you know, because like he's not able to see, you know, past his own anger. And one of my favorite parallels of that is that, you know, this obviously this moment is a parallel to Steve fighting Tony in Civil War at the end. Where,
Yeah,
you know,
but he
Steve's bringing-
stops.
yes, Steve's bringing the shield down on Tony, but he stops. But John Walker doesn't stop. He goes for it even when this man is defenseless, and it's horrifying. But yeah, I just loved everything they did with John Walker in the show, man. Like it was just so impressive to me. Because like, yeah, like I said, they could have easily just gone in the comic book route, but instead they just humanized him. And of course, like he's gonna snap when he sees Lamar die. Of course he's gonna snap. But other than that, I don't know. This episode was it was great. Oh yeah, I also have to talk about the flashback scene at the beginning, because holy shit,
Yeah.
Bucky, my god, what a scene. Yeah, just incredible acting from
Sebastian Stan.
He absolutely destroyed that scene. Like
We stand Sebastian Stan.
yeah, Sebastian Stan Club. But yeah,
Sebastian Stans.
easily one of my favorite scenes in the entire MCU was that moment. Just such a simple scene, but really, really did a lot to sell me on Bucky's story.
I
It reminded me a
question.
lot of the WandaVision flashbacks.
Remind me again which scene this is.
It was
Oh,
where
it's-
Bucky was like, Ao was like, "You're free," and then Bucky started
you're
crying
free.
by the campfire.
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
my.
pretty funny
God.
how they
Oh
built
my
in
God.
something though into his arm
Yeah.
to make it just fall off.
Oh, dude, John Walker gets his ass kicked.
Hello.
I mean, hi. So I'm just ranting about John Walker.
So
That
what is
Yeah.
shot with the sword going into the shield was so good.
Oh yeah, dude, he got his ass kicked. I loved it.
It was so fun to watch.
But anyway, I'm done ranting about John Walker. Sorry.
I need a drink. Okay,
I think I'm good.
so we've had Liv, we've had Thineth. Now we'll go to Dani.
I mean, I remember when the episode came out, I think the hashtag was like blood on the shields, which was such a good hashtag. Because, like, he literally just disbanded Steve's entire legacy in like 30 seconds, probably. And I don't think he beheaded him. I feel like there would have been more blood if he beheaded him. So I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Well, to be honest, with a beheading and the thing being rated 12,
Yeah.
well,
you can't really show that much blood. There
Sure.
was the elaboration that there was a lot of blood there.
I mean, I think the way they shot it was just very odd. Like, because like there are shots where you see there's like no blood on the guy, like as he's bringing the shield down, but then you see there are shots where like the chest isn't caved in, and then there's shots where it's just a very weirdly shot scene. Like you don't actually see what happened to him.
No, because they didn't want to show it. That's
Oh yeah,
why.
obviously.
They
yeah,
couldn't
but, like,
show it because it was that drastic.
I mean, but
which
we
is why I
saw
thought
the
it was a
chest.
beheading. Because
I-
12
yeah.
movies can't show beheadings.
We saw the chest of the guy and it wasn't caved in, so I think
Exactly.
it was the head.
But then the counter argument is that, you know, when he's bringing the shield down and you see the shots of the guy's neck, it's completely fine. So unless like his final attack.
I mean, it
didn't
is
extend-
vibranium though, so it could go straight through.
I don't know. It's
Maybe
at the
he
end of
just
the day, it
caved in
doesn't-
the face.
Oh god, these are all very morbid thoughts.
Yeah.
Either
No,
way,
but
Either
it's
way,
true.
he's dead. Nico is
I'm
Either
dead.
making
way,
me want to put
very
alcohol in
bad.
this.
Go for it.
Yeah, either way, the guy's just gone.
yeah, very homicidal. Not great for not a great look for Captain America. Probably
yeah.
not the best look. But I feel
That's
like
why-
yeah, and then Zemo destroying the super serum was
Oh, yeah.
super serum. Super serum. Sorry, my brain was on airplane mode. Zemo destroying the super serum was really great because I feel like it kind of solidifies his role as a hero. Not a hero, but not a villain.
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
He's a good guy who was turned bad because his entire family was killed. You have to sympathize with him to a point. So I don't know.
You definitely do. But he will pay for his sins and then he will go back to how he wants to be.
Yeah, I really loved Zemo because
Zemo had a little bit of a redemption arc.
Yeah, I mean, even in the comics, like alongside the movies, there weren't many villains who you could humanize. But in the show, and in Civil War, he lost his entire family. He lost his wife. He lost his dad. He lost his son. He lost his entire country. Like his entire country was destroyed.
Because Sokovia because of how Ultron did it, the Avengers had no choice.
Yeah, I mean, going with Wanda on that,
trying to bring out as many people as possible and clear people from the outlying villages. So Sokovia no longer existed.
Yeah, it was just all destroyed. So you have to empathize with him. And then of course his butler is just like iconic.
Yeah.
What's his name? Yeah, a very Russian name. I don't know.
Wonderful.
And then was the confrontation with Bucky, Sam, and John this episode, where he tells him to stay out of his way? No, that was episode
5, I think.
That was 3.
That was
episode
3.
That was episode 3 where he just goes, "Stay out of my way."
That was 2.
No, that was 2 because it's at the very end.
Oh yeah,
that was the end of episode 2. Yeah,
that was 2.
But my thing about 4, and I'll get to your point afterwards, just because I want to have a little bit of a say. I want my point. It's the fact that they crashed a funeral.
Oh god, yeah, that was this episode.
They crashed a funeral for the start, even though Sam was getting through to Carly. Sam was getting through.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden he just goes, "Fuck it," and crashes a funeral.
Carly Morgenthau, you are under arrest. John Morgan, you're an idiot. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know, I feel like Carly's kind of like Zemo, but a little bit more psychotic. Because, I mean...
She's a bit... I think she's just like, she has a mission on her mind, and when she's driven into it, she can't get out of it. And then the things she did, some of the followers she had didn't agree with.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember in Civil War when they showed the super serum being put in? It looked so painful. Like, she obviously has probably some PTSD from that and some anger at the world or whatever. So it's not entirely her fault that it's the world's fault that it's that way.
She's just young kid. She's just a young kid.
It's the government's fault as well, though.
Yeah, fuck GRC so much.
Because they're trying to, relocate them?
They're trying to relocate the people who were snapped back to their old homes, but also kicking other people out because they weren't snapped away.
And that's why the flag smashers think it was better during the blip.
Yeah. I mean, the economy had to have been, like, destroyed, though, so that must have been hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, can you imagine if that would be, like, the Great Depression of 2020? Like, the stock market would just crash, businesses would be closed down. I don't know, from a financial level, the blip is a nightmare.
Well, the blip is in 2023, so they missed 2020.
Actually, the blip
Yes,
it was in 2023.
That happened in 2018. They came back in 2023.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is after the blip, so everything's passed away.
Hey, they all missed the coronavirus.
2021 events have passed by them.
So what you're saying is,
dodged a bullet.
The blip happened, and literally all of humanity somehow happened to be in the half that survived. Interesting.
I feel like in that scene...
Wait, before I make you... Before I facepalm even more.
I mean, honestly, you guys have all pretty much said everything I was going to say.
How's it feel?
Not great.
I'm not making a fool of myself every time I speak now.
We love you, Yasmin. We love
you kind of got like a Valkyrie situation with the wings coming out of your ears.
I'm just gonna stay like this the entire time. I won't be on camera.
Wait, get back here.
That shot's so good. I love it.
Wait.
Editor.
That looks downtown, I think.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's by Trinity Church, I think.
If someone please watching this video, please tell me you got a screen cap of that just so I can have it against him.
What,
I have
doing
so
this?
many blackmail screenshots against Thineth of just him
Oh,
dabbing over and
God.
over.
I mean, I already know. I've accepted it at this point.
But Wade, say your piece now.
I just did. That's pretty much said everything I was gonna say. The biggest part of it was finally seeing John snap, because we knew for so long it was happening. We finally saw it.
Snap like
Don't
with
acknowledge
Lamar's
it.
neck,
Do not
bro.
acknowledge it. Do not acknowledge it.
John
Finally-
really snaps like Lamar's neck, huh?
Oh my God, Dani.
Finally seeing John break. Move on to the next episode. God, I can't take it.
Dani,
It's both of them.
behave.
yeah.
Thineth, behave.
No.
Wade, pat on the head.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get a good thing for once. Okay. Episode 5. Go on, Wade. Go first.
Do I have to? Episode 5. I liked where it left off because
Yeah.
John just killed Captain America in front of the entire world. Just killed a man. There's now blood on the shield. The ramifications of that are immediate, and I love that they showed the immediate ramifications of it. I was waiting for a fight between Sam and Bucky and John to happen. I thought it was going to happen in episode 6. Because what I thought was going to happen was like in episode 6, because we know at this point, John had the last dose of the super soldier serum. He has the vial. When my belief or prediction was that it was going to be the Flag Smashers are defeated, Carly is done, whatever capacity. Then John is there, and he takes the serum, and it becomes a standoff between Bucky and Sam versus John. I feel like had Sam not said, "Give me the shield," that was the line that made the scene. Because immediately John was like, so that's what this is about.
Yeah.
Because he was thinking either, oh, they don't want him to be Captain America, they want to be Captain America themselves. And because John seems to be obviously not in a good mental state at the moment, but there was a chance that he would be able to respond well to what Sam Bucky was trying to say. But once Sam said, you gotta give me the shield, that's what turned it into the fight it was.
I'll go to Lou now.
What now? Number 5.
Yes.
Okay. Well, like Wade said, that fight scene trying to get the shield off Walker was awesome.
Yep.
I'm breaking his wrist.
I
God.
know, breaking his entire
Oh
arm.
yeah.
No, I think he broke his arm, didn't he?
Yeah, he broke
he
his
broke-
arm.
Yeah, his
Bucky
whole
broke
arm.
his arm. Yeah. Bucky did
It was such a parallel.
Bucky!
Them taking the gauntlet off of Thanos, the way they
Yeah.
framed it, I loved it.
Yeah, that did remind me of that actually.
Yeah.
So good.
But trying to think what happened in that episode now.
This was the build up to the finale that we just watched.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because
There
lot
were
of
other
this
things.
a lot of this
Did
episode
they go back and
was
see Isaiah?
Yes. They did.
Yes.
Sam did, yeah.
Sam went
Right.
back and saw Isaiah. Yes.
That was that scene.
Okay.
And then also Thineth meeting Thineth.
Yeah.
Thineth?
Sorry, sorry.
guys,
I'm sorry.
Little known-
You kept that quiet.
guys, little known
Thineth.
fact, our boy
I didn't
Thineth
realize
has
you
a
were there.
cameo in Falcon and Winter Solider.
John meeting Madam Hydra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Valentina.
Sorry.
Oh, Madam Hydra.
Oh god, that's gonna cause
Can we-
problems.
I'm gonna say a thing here. Can we just be done with Hydra, please? They've been in too much shit in the MCU at this point.
Yeah,
Marvel
they
really
have.
Valentina is
doesn't.
just Valentina.
Yeah,
I just want to be done with
she's
Hydra.
probably gonna be the Captain America 4 villain, to be honest. I hate to burst your rebel weight. That's probably what's gonna happen.
God damn it! I feel like after Winter Soldier was when Hydra should have been just straight up dead and buried.
The one line that kind of got me was when Isaiah basically said to Sam, "They will never let a black man be Captain America, and even if they did, no self-respecting black man would ever want to be."
Such a good line.
I think I said that I disagreed with what he said because at the end of the day, it's proving what Sam has done is basically proved that anybody can be Captain America, including someone who is black, who has the skin color, different skin color, same motivation.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, because of everything that goes on around that culture.
But it's kind of why a self-respecting person would step up to that, because they would want to just go, okay, let's break all these normalities.
I think that's why Sam did eventually.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah. We will also bring up the fact that Sarah and the boat and Bucky fixing up the boat was in this episode.
Oh, that was
So
adorable.
good. Bucky and
Just
Sarah
look, he
flirting.
climbs up and rips off the fucking
Why
thing
don't you use?
that Sam's
why
just
don't
there
you
with a
use-
hammer.
I like it when he's lying on the
I don't
couch
always
and the
think of
two
it.
boys are playing with the shield, and he
Yeah.
just looks over.
Those are gonna be my kids one day.
Yeah. Why don't you use the metal arm? Well, I don't always think of it right away. I'm right-handed.
Also, no flirting with my sister.
If you do, I'll have that guy feed you
Bucky
to the
smiling
fish.
for the first time.
Bucky
Ever.
very much smiling and having fun with kids.
Yeah.
And then more so at the finale with him just fucking lifting the kids up on his arm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 3 kids. One arm.
That was last episode. That was the last episode.
No.
We know Bucky's a family man now.
Yeah.
Anything else to add, Lloyd?
No.
Okay, Thineth.
Yeah, let's talk about my boy John Walker.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh god.
John Walker, ex-Captain America.
Yes. I loved the scene. At the
Literally,
beginning
hang on. Ex-Captain America.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he gets court-martialed and he's just like, well, not court-martialed, but whatever.
And no financial benefits from being in the military.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just such a giant fuck you.
Yeah, but I mean, God, I love the scene at the beginning where he's by himself in the warehouse and he's just breaking down. Like, I love that scene so much because once again, Wyatt Russell, best performance in the show for me. Like, he crushed it. He's so good. Just like the way he screams and he's just like, he's in so much like mental turmoil over like what he did and over what happened to Lamar and everything. It's just
He went to
localized
Lamar's
for him.
family as well.
Yes, he did, and he lied to them, which is that is dark. But
Wait. He lied?
Yeah,
He
he told
told-
them that he
The guy
told them that Nico was the one that killed
Lamar so that they
But it
could
was actually
get
Carly.
peace.
Yeah, but it was
Okay.
Carly.
Yeah,
And he
okay.
knows that, but like he still just won't
Yeah.
let that go. He's still like,
Sympathy
That's
vote.
so fucked up.
but I also have to talk about the Isaiah Bradley scene because holy shit.
You were
I
almost
just-
crying on Zoom.
Well, yeah, because it was a really well written scene.
That's the closest I think you've ever gotten to crying. Did you cry at the WandaVision finale?
No, I didn't. I
No,
didn't
we
get
were
close.
too busy just going, fuck,
Yeah.
at the WandaVision finale.
Oh yeah, it was just
I
awesome.
was the only one who was crying.
I mean, I did get
Yes, you
emotional,
were.
Yeah.
but yeah, so like the Isaiah Bradley scene. I mean, I love that more so than the second episode. Like this is the episode where they actually sat down, or they sat Isaiah and Sam down, and they had a conversation. It wasn't just them, in the scene from episode 2 where they're just kind of standing, but like it was a great scene. But I'm glad that they had a conversation, and my God, just the way they it sort of incorporated race into the show. I thought was incredible. Like when Isaiah is talking, he makes they make very pointed references to American history that I didn't even know about. Like I had to Google some stuff because I was just like, that's just, there are very sort of specific things. Like there was the Tuskegee syphilis study, which I learned about, and I was like, fucking hell, like that's something that happened not that long ago, like a couple decades ago. That is the thing that happened, and it is horrific. Like they injected black people with syphilis, didn't tell them, and they just, they were like, oh, it's some kind of whatever, like, it's fine, but people died. Like this is shit that I don't know, it's never been more relevant, and I'm glad that they touched on it. But one of my favorite parallels, once again, in this episode was the fact that, like, Isaiah did a very similar thing that Steve did, right? Where he, stormed into this camp, freed a bunch of POWs, and brought them all back home. He saved them. But instead of getting, the pat on the back like Steve did in the first Captain America movie, Isaiah got tortured and imprisoned for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so upsetting, but just infuriating, because of course, like that is what would happen to a black man. That's exactly what would happen.
Especially as that was back in the 40s as well. Because like, it was
that was like
definitely
the 70s, right?
Oh yeah, it'd be even.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's even sooner, which makes it even more upsetting. But like just I don't know. It's heartbreaking, but the fact that like this show aired, I mean, just in this past week, the Derek Chauvin trial happened, right? So not to date this episode, which thank God, we got a fucking
Guilty.
Yeah, guilty. But the same fucking day, a black teenager, a 15-year-old girl, was murdered for calling the police. But all I'm saying is, it's never been more relevant, and I'm glad the show has aired when it did, because just the past year alone has shown like this stuff isn't on the nose. It is very real. It is very much accurate to actual events in just in the past few weeks, let alone the past century or few centuries. So I'm glad that they touched on that. And yeah, I fucking love what the show did with everything regarding that topic, and I think they nailed it. But on a lighter note, I love the montage at the end where Sam becomes Captain America. It's great. It's really wholesome.
My
favorite. Exactly.
One of my favorite parts of that episode was Sam trying and failing to catch the shield.
Montage of
like he would throw it and it would come back and he'd be like, and just like fall.
Yeah.
I was so hoping. I was so hoping there was gonna be a shot where he would like try to catch it, miss, and then you just hear the sound of just glass shattering in the background.
But yeah, I'm glad that like Sam's not a super soldier, but he's still able to through training and all of that actually become Captain America. It's just it's great. I love it. I don't know, it just made me happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the family element a little bit more, just because it's nice to see two nephews just having fun and being able to just go across and everything and just have a bit of fun, and then Bucky just comes along and just goes, okay, so this is family. Okay. And then we also get we catch a phone call with Sharon and Batak.
Yes. Oh god, Sharon. Yeah, that moment. I mean, I feel like we'll get into that in episode 6, but man.
Yeah, we catch the phone call, which we just go, that's a bit sus.
Yeah, she has like bloody knuckles, bloody lip. It's like, what is going on with Sharon? But yeah.
So Dani, because you're the last one to say something.
I'm gonna build on what Thineth said, and I'm really glad that it's not only that scene with Isaiah, that just in general this came out. I mean, we're in a time where America has 52 shootings a month. There are 10,000 shootings a year. I mean, like last week, like there was a shooting 4 miles from my high school. Like, what would have happened if somebody decided not to shoot up like a shopping market and instead just shoot up my school? So I don't know. I feel like it's kind of not okay that I have to live in a world where I have to wonder if I'm going to get shot during second period and just be the 53rd shooting of the month. So I'm very glad that it came out when it did, because it's shining a light and people are talking about this stuff now. Like this, people are actually discussing what's going on in America now. Like compared to every other country, we're in like the 1950s. People are still getting shot every day. People are still getting killed by police for no reason, just for looking different. I mean, in high schools, there is so much, like, just on a first-person account, there's just so much discrimination in high schools for people hear slurs every day at school because they're different. So I'm very glad that it came out when it did, because America's just disgusting with how society is. Especially, so I'm just glad that a scene with Isaiah was so important, and it spreads such an important message that as a country we really need to check where the fuck we are, because people are literally dying every day, not just with shootings, with police judging someone based on the color of their skin, or just in general, we're literally killing each other. And I'm just glad that this is coming out when it does, because it spreads a very important message that we need to check ourselves and that we can't play God over other people's lives. So,
and like,
yeah.
And these discussions need to happen more often.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's not enough to just kind of, you know, pat ourselves on the back after Derek Chauvin gets, you know, convicted. Because it's like, well, you know, it's not over. Like, it's not over at all.
It's a rare case where this was justice.
It took the entire country, you know, a whole year on fire before we got something. Like this, you know, it shouldn't take that much effort and that much time and anger, but yeah, I feel like that it's good stuff. It's good what we're saying. It's good stuff. Please do more, Marvel. If you get season 2, please do more of this.
Okay. So we go from episode 5 to the finale we just watched. And I'm going to take the lead first because I can.
Go
Because
for it, Yas.
holy frickin' meatballs. That was a freaking great ending.
I'm just gonna show the shot again.
Oh yeah,
so good.
That's my Captain America right there.
Yeah,
holding Carly's dead body.
Yeah, that finale was brilliant, especially Sharon being revealed as the power broker.
I fucking knew it.
Sus Sharon.
So sus.
I have a rant.
Talk finally getting his demise.
Thineth, I'm gonna join you on that rant because I know exactly what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Batok finally getting his demise, which I kind of was just like, Batok needs to go. And then the tragic death of Carly. And Sam becoming a great Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a family barbecue and fixing any redemptions from start to finish. So I think it went really well. Lou.
Yo.
Episode 6.
Okay. That helicopter scene, holy shit.
Oh my god.
When Sam scanned to see if there was any flight training person in there.
He's such a good Captain
Because he had an idea. And he wanted her to take over the controls when he basically busted through the fucking doors and shoved him out. I don't know why, but I thought Bucky was going to get hurt when he got flung from... Well, he didn't get flung, but...
Down like
when he
scaffolding
across
thing?
the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he did the superhero landing.
Yeah, he landed like that. I was like, what?
He did the superhero landing.
Yeah. But then Thingy came down and tried to hit him with a... What was it? Breeze block?
It looked like a parking meter.
It was a parking meter, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Parking meter.
It was an I-beam.
I love that
hell.
so much.
It was a parking meter they hit John with.
Well, we hate the parking meters. We might as well hit people.
Oh yeah,
with
no. It wasn't. It was an I-beam, yeah.
They tried to hit John.
Excuse me.
I-beam.
Yeah, that was so good.
But yeah, Sam with that shield.
Yeah, he does a good job with it. And he
And
proved
that
himself to be a
outfit.
big Captain America with a big speech.
He is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
His outfit was so sick.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that outfit. Like,
Also,
I was expecting his Falcon's outfit. I wasn't expecting a Captain America one.
Something that kind of like confirmed for me in this episode, I'm pretty sure John definitely took the super soldier serum, considering he was able to prevent by himself hold a SWAT truck full of people from falling over a cliff. Why did they never show him doing that? Taking the serum.
Well, because it was implied. Like, I mean, you didn't.
It was
implied when he did the first
implied, basically.
Yeah, when he bended that pipe and that.
Yeah, he just
I did not get the implication at all. I got the implication that he was debating whether or not he should or not.
No, he bended the pipe, and then Sam went, "What did you do?" I don't know. I feel like that was a pretty heavy implication.
Well, because like in the fight in what was it, episode 4. Episode 4, like, you know, when the Dawn Launcher kick his ass, he's like, you know, he's obviously like, they weren't even super soldiers, and that's the push that he needed to, you know, well, that's not the push, like it was the push.
Well, it answers the question.
Well, yeah. Well, like when he talks to Lamar, he's like, "Would you take it?" And he says yes. He's like, you know, Lamar says yes, so of course John would take it.
But I still feel like they should have shown him taking
it. Look, Wade, we'll get to your point. Let Lou speak.
Sorry.
Behave.
I also like the ending.
The ending is a great ending.
It's so sweet. And Bucky holding up 3 fecking kids with his arm.
And he was smiling.
They're just hanging off it. They're just hanging off his arm.
He's just talking to somebody like,
yeah. But I can't wait to see what comes next.
Especially as it's now Captain America.
And I want
the soldier.
I want Bucky to have a relationship with someone.
Sarah.
Bucky needs
He deserves it. He needs it.
Sarah or the bartender lady that was never
He's a
named?
100-year-old man. He needs love.
He doesn't fucking look it.
Still looks like he's in his 20s.
Oh yeah, dude. He's gorgeous.
I
don't give a shit. He's gorgeous. Yeah.
Now we'll go to Wade as he won't be quiet.
Oh, her name is Leah.
Yeah, Leah. Yeah.
Right here.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite part of honestly the entire series was Sam's speech in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It went on for like minutes.
Needed to be said.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that the end credit scene gave us nothing?
Yeah, literally nothing.
It gave us nothing. You're like, oh, she's not Agent Carter again.
I have
no, Agent Carter's just become back on the government again.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, but Agent
now the power
is...
broker and stuff. Like, but it doesn't give us any teasing as to what's going to come next.
I have no.
It does, so because when she comes out,
please get into them.
When she comes out of the court, she's on the phone.
With who?
Saying
we don't know.
Now, yeah, I know, but she's now got access to bioweapons and stuff like that.
Okay, no,
well, yeah, but the thing is, that stuff already exists at this point in the MCU. It's not like they're teasing, oh, we have access to super soldier serums. What's a super soldier?
Oh, Yasmin's gone for alcohol. Fuck me.
No, I actually haven't. It's just lemonade. But
oh, good girl.
Well, you didn't have to spoil it. But okay, so.
Imagine you just chug the entire bottle of lemonade.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. In case you haven't caught on, Sharon is the power broker.
Oh yeah.
Wow! Spoiler alert.
Wait! If you haven't caught on,
said it already.
Yeah, that's the joke.
But yeah, God, Sharon. Wow, what a character. I don't like the way she was written on the show. I do not like it.
I agree.
I hated her character.
Don't get me wrong, I love the show, but there were some weak elements, and I think she was probably the weakest. Just because I didn't mind her characterization in episode 3, where she was like, you know, kind of bitter towards the Avengers and that kind of stuff. Because I was like, okay, that's an interesting take, you know, direction to take her character. But then as the episodes went on, I was just like, I don't know where you're going with her, but like, because like, you know, the whole like question of who the power broker was, you know, constantly being asked like across like the first 5 episodes. So by the 6th episode, it was like, okay, well, if Sharon isn't the power broker at this point, what is her deal? And she was the power broker. But even then, it doesn't really make that much sense because it's like, why would she be the power broker? Like, why would she be a villainous character? I don't know.
Yeah.
And the only explanation I have to justify like anything to do with her is that she's a Skrull, and I hate that explanation. I think it's awful, but I think it's the only thing that makes
That
sense.
does make a lot of sense.
Because
The Skrulls are evil,
post-credit scene-
though.
Because the post-credit scene, right, where she's infiltrating the U.S. government to get prototype weapons and that kind of stuff to whoever she's on the phone with, that could be a setup for secret invasion. Because when Val is talking to John Walker, she's like, something weird's about to happen, or things are about to get weird, and she's making him U.S. agent. I think they're setting up secret invasion. Because if Sharon isn't a Skrull at this point, I don't know what her deal is. Because I feel like it would make the most sense if she was a Skrull, and she's actually like infiltrating, the CIA and the U.S. government to get.
I mean, it's entirely possible in this.
Thineth, you sound like such
But
a
the thing is,
tinfoil
though, the
hat right now.
Skrulls aren't evil. Why would they feel the need to infiltrate the U.S. government? Why do
The
they
thing-
give a
the
shit
thing-
about Earth?
The thing about your point, Wade,
Yeah,
we haven't met all the Skrulls. We've only met the good Skrulls. Some of the Skrulls might be.
I thought that was all the
other
Skrulls.
ideas.
No, there's more than like 4 or 5.
There's
Wait.
more than that.
But also the deal with secret invasion is that it's all about the Skrulls like infiltrating, institutions and that kind of stuff. So like if you kind of have to set up evil Skrulls in that show, or something like that. So I think that's what they're probably going to do. I don't know what the reason is, but I think that's what they're trying to set up. But because I don't know, I just don't get Sharon's characterization at all unless she is a Skrull, because it's just weird. Like she's such a weird character.
If they do, I hope they like build up to it more. I hope they don't just go straight into it from where they are.
Yeah, that's true. Although, like the whole point of like Secret Invasion is that it's all about like revealing, oh, this character you thought was a human was actually a Skrull the whole time. Like that's the whole kind of.
But
like,
still,
it's kind of like surprising you, like, oh, Sharon was a Skrull the whole time. Like, oh, this character was a Skrull, like that kind of stuff.
That's the thing with like Skrulls and like, cause the
I'm not saying it's
instant
good.
it's like
I'm not saying it's good.
the instant that Marvel is like, oh, the entirety of Falcon and Winter Soldier Sam was a Skrull. The instant they do anything like that,
No.
you know that people are going to be questioning every moment in the MCU of, is this person a Skrull? Were they a Skrull? Because now we know this stuff can happen.
Dani, have
Which
your
is why-
say before Wade
which
keeps
is
talking.
Which is why I don't. I hope they don't go that route. I really hope they don't.
Oh, I will
It's
say, I
gonna
do have, like,
cause
10
so
minutes.
many
I do have,
questions.
like-
Because people go paranoid, myself included.
Thineth. Shh. Wade. Shh. Dani. Speak.
All right. I really liked the payoff with John Walker at the end, and then the shots of his face when Sam was making his speech was so clear as to what they were like picturing. It's like he finally understood the weight
Yes, exactly.
of why Sam wanted the shield, why he had to get it up, why Captain America was so important to so many people. He understood it, which is character development, which is good.
Yeah.
I really loved the writing with
Yeah.
John's character because they made him like a child when he first got the shield. He was a child on a temper tantrum. And then they humanized him by showing him getting his ass kicked by the Wakandans and then being like feeling sorrowful about it. And then all of that. So I really liked his character development, and Wyatt Russell's acting was so
He did
amazing.
a good job.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Like the little head shakes that he
Yeah,
had,
exactly. Oh my god, dude, I love those. Right?
they were so good.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the little head tilts. Like he's clearly like.
Like the psychotic little like
Yeah.
twitches that he
Yeah,
had.
like the twists and stuff. Like,
he's sweet,
but
that's
yeah,
a little bit
He definitely is a insanely well-written character.
yeah.
Because like at the beginning, when he first becomes Captain America, he's a normal human man trying to be Steve Rogers Captain America.
And then getting over whatever happened.
Yeah,
in
and he
Afghanistan,
gets
which-
overwhelmed by it, which causes him to finally
Yeah.
snap.
And
And it's in episode 6 when he's literally making choice between, do I go after the villain or do I save people? And he chooses to save people. That's the moment when he
Yeah.
realizes being Captain America isn't about. It has nothing to do with being this hero that people adore and all of that. It's just about a guy doing the right thing.
It's a young army fellow learning a lesson, because it's still
Yeah.
a thing of like, how many times have you literally stepped on a grenade?
Like,
He literally
4
covers it in his
times.
metal hat, which will get him to survive. Whereas Steve would have sacrificed himself for.
It's
Yeah.
very much Erskine's whole thing where like John's a perfect soldier, but he's not a good man yet. He can be a good man. He just needs to needs to figure that stuff out.
And then also, as a comic book fan who really loved the Falcon comics, loved the Falcon and Winter Soldier comics, when I saw that suit, I lost my shit. Because it was such a perfect copy, exact copy from the comics. It's such an amazing suit, and I love it so much. And I just want to point out, in the American flag, white means innocence and valor. And if you look back at John's suit, his suit has no white in it at all. No white, just red and blue.
Well,
if you look at Sam's suit, it's all white. It's just represents so much about their characters, and I love it so much. And then at the end, having John's suit be black after that was just really like a powerful like representation of what they were trying to do with the character. And then obviously having Val come in was very concerning because of what. Yeah, I mean, you saw my face when I heard her name. It was, she's that character is very concerning with what she could do and the storylines that they could go through with that.
But yeah, I mean, I think that either setting up Thunderbolts or Secret Invasion, I think, with her character.
Or Hawkeye, because she is a Hawkeye villain too.
Here we go. There's the comics.
No. I'm just saying Madame Hydra is a Hawkeye villain. I'm just saying. They could just be trying to build her name into the MCU.
Where did we get Hawkeye from?
No, I'm just...
From Dani,
what
do you think?
just happened?
Dani's just a massive simp for Hawkeye.
Yeah, you know what? I'm taking that as a compliment, alright?
Well, mainly Kate Bishop. She's missing a massive simp.
Jesus.
And on that note...
Okay.
I'm going to stop this before this chaos ensues even more.
Please do.
But this has been another watch party. We're definitely going to be waiting for Loki.
Yeah.
Next.
For Loki.
So we're going to take a huge break because I need it.
When does Loki come
Ditto.
out? It's May?
Yeah.
No, it's June.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's going to be a dark period for the MCU. Fuck off, Benna! Did you know that cost like $500 million to get a boner joke in? Because that was what his cameo was worth. It was like around $500 million.
Okay, I'm ending this. This has been a total disaster.
We are sorry.
And we thought ours was chaos with Dani.
Yeah, we thought that episode was chaos, and then we just turned to this. But thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. And please,
Hold on.
Thineth, fuck off.
Please don't unsubscribe.
No, don't. Thanks, Wade.
I can't even do anything because I'm so... Oh.
Oops.
Okay. Bye.
Wait.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more and like this video. Please share it with other people and leave us your comments on what you thought of a Falcon and Winter Soldier, please.
And how chaotic this was.
Before this chaos dives even further.
Chaos magic.
Bye.
Bye.